So how are Italians themselves dealing with this unprecedented crisis? Let's speak now to Francesca and Niccolò Cotto. They have been housebound now for over a week with the coronavirus lockdown. They join us now from Alassio in Liguria, Italy. Thanks both so much for speaking to us. You also have two young children, somewhat hyperactive, and who could blame them? You guys have been housebound now for over a week. You actually left Lombardy hoping to get away from the problem, only to see it spread across the country. How are you and your two young kids holding up psychologically?
So it's very hard because now we cannot go out from the house if we just want to walk or just go to the park with the children. Viola is 7 years old, so she can stay longer at home just doing her homework. Ascanio is 2 years old, he's very hyper. He needs to run at least 4 kilometers a day, so it's very, very hard to keep them at home as long as we can.
It's very challenging.
He is, I can imagine. I mean, how much longer do you think you can keep this up? From what I've been told, all the parks are closed. You're really only supposed to go outside if you have to go to the grocery store or the pharmacy. Those are the only businesses that are allowed to stay open. I mean, how much longer do you think you can do this?
I don't know. As long as they tell us we must stay at home, we will stay at home, because I think that they are doing the right things to keep us safe. So it's very challenging for our everyday life, because we are not used to stay at home, but we will do it to protect the weaker.
Right. I mean, not only are you not used to staying at home, you run a sports company, so you're very used to being quite active.
Yeah. Here in Italy, as a joke, we say that if all the medical stuff didn't find anything to help us, all the parents from Italy will find it for sure.
Okay.
Because
I can imagine it must be challenging. But I mean, tell us then, how are people actually treating each other? You know, we saw Australia, for example, people fighting over toilet paper at the grocery store. Are Italians being a little bit kinder to each other, I hope, or is there a lot of tension?
No.
Yeah, we are. I think we are more scared. If you walk around the street, you just see, you see all the other people look at you like, hey, what you're doing in the street, and yeah,
they keep the distance.
Yeah, are you infected, or it's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird also for us, because you know that in Italy we love very much to meet each other, to embrace each other, to kiss each other. Here is Viola. So it's very challenging for us, for our attitude also, but we are trying to respect what they told us to do. And in the streets you see nobody around.
So it's it's changed your social culture entirely.
Yeah. It looks like a apocalyptic view. It's like after a war, you know, it's nobody in the street, silence everywhere. It's really strange.
And I actually heard that the only voices you do hear in the streets now are the police driving around with recorded warnings, telling everyone to stay inside.
Yeah. The only voice you can hear is police that say, hey, you know, you cannot stay in the street. Go home and stay there.
Right.
The only thing.
And I mean, working is, of course, a challenge as well. Are you personally worried about your own finances because of this, as well as, you know, Italy's economy trying to struggle through this?
Sure. Will not easy, but you know, Italians are really good to, you know, never give up and
find solutions.
Yes.
For example, I closed my shop. I have a shop in our hometown, and I closed it last week. I don't know what kind of economical measures they will take. Europe has to take and has to help everyone.
Well, thank God you are resilient people. We know this. Okay, Francesca, Niccolò, And Asciano and Viola, thank you both, all four of you, so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Take care.